Hello and good evening, everyone, or good day, good morning, depending on if you're watching this live stream on the replay. Hope everyone's doing well. So, yeah, learning raffle with Profit Boss then. So, learning how to start your own competition business essentially through the raffle site and not having to do it it's kind of like the old-fashioned way, or the way people originally started their own competition businesses, is running them on Facebook and then running loads of Facebook ads. And obviously that's very risky because you can end up actually spending tons and tons of money on advertising and potentially not getting anywhere with it. I actually I took a car for some work doing on it, and the guy that worked there, or actually the owner of the place, he actually told me of, because I mentioned to him that I run raffles for myself, and he said he actually knew two people that had tried doing it, the old-fashioned way through Facebook. And one of them, I'm trying to remember which figures they were. I think one of them lost, it was something like £15,000, and the other one was like a lot more. It was like £28,000 or something. And I asked him, like, how did they manage that? And he said because of the advertising on Facebook was just crazy. So yeah, this method that I'm sort of teaching people, and I've been doing for myself now for just over a year. This doesn't involve any of those kind of risks there with regards to having to spend a ton of money on Facebook ads. So it's, in my opinion, it's a much, much better way for people to get into it and people to do it. Now, I have some questions here. So I know this isn't going to be the most interactive live stream because the comments, like the live chat's turned off. But when this stream is posted as a replay, you should be able to comment on the video. So what I'd like people to do is, please, if you think of any further questions, obviously they can't be like really in-depth questions, because then it's like, that's kind of things you'd find out in the course. But any questions that you may want to ask before you would join the course, basically, do comment below. And what I'll do is I'll go live next Thursday evening at 9 p.m. and every Thursday this month. If there's still questions coming through that people are wondering about asking before they join the course, and it's not just a course, but it's a community as well. But I'll talk about that when I'm answering these questions in a minute. And yeah, as I say, every Thursday this month, and I believe the last Thursday of the month is the 29th there of May. So first question then, or two questions actually, from Darren T. So I won't say the surnames of people in case you don't want to be sort of publicly mentioned, but Darren T, you'll know which Darren that is based on your questions, saying what costs are involved after buying your course, please. So really, I'd say the basic costs are really, so you're going to need some software to be able to do like set your logo up with for your raffle page and the profile art, and then be able to edit photos to put your prizes on the page. So the one that I'll be showing in the course and how to use it, that one works out at so like £13 a month if you want to pay it monthly, or if you want to make it cheaper, it's £100 for the year. And I've been using this software for, I'm quite good with it now, not to blow my own trumpet, but since I started this YouTube channel, I've been using it. So yeah, that's like, if you don't want to pay it for the year, it's 13 quid a month, so no big deal. All the costs are of course going to be your prizes. So the prizes, like I would say to start with, you would have like and obviously I'm not going to go into too much detail here because this is all on the course, and I'm still putting more and more lessons in. So I'm not going to go like teaching here on the live stream now, but yeah, you're going to want to start small. So the costs for prizes, because I know it's been a big question on everyone's mind, you're talking like £20 to start with for a prize, and then build it up from there. So yeah, really there's not a ton of cost involved. Obviously joining raffle, if you want to do it slowly, you could just use a free raffle account, so you don't even have that cost. but as a very sort of minimum, to really get it moving quicker than just using the free one, it's £96 for the year for the premium membership. So, and then if you wanted to go like, much quicker, get your page building faster, then the pro membership of Raffle is 996, so just under £1,000. But as I say, you don't need to go for that straight away if you don't want to. The premium there of 96 is fine for most people. So yeah, £13 for your sort of creative software, 96 for premium membership, and then like £20 each for prizes, and have like 3 prizes on the go, so like 60 quid. So the actual startup costs are actually extremely low. If you think about, what business can you start? And, even when I started this YouTube channel, and I guess you could film videos on your phone, but then it's really not, if you're doing that sort of, actually phone cameras are pretty good these days, but you need really like a basic camera at least, and like a microphone. So even starting a YouTube channel has like costs to it, and then there's other softwares involved. So starting a YouTube channel is very low cost to entry, but that I know is not for everyone. Whereas this is literally a business that anyone, I really do think anyone can start this, and I'll talk about it, like why I think that is, in a minute. But the second question from Darren was, do I have to become a social media mogul? I like how you put that, or buy traffic? And the answer to that is literally it's whatever you want to do. If you want to go down the route of building social media pages for certain like niches, so I keep using it in my examples, but say you want to do fishing competitions because you're into fishing or golf, something like that, any hobby basically, you could go down the route of creating social media channels that are promoting fishing, like talking about fishing, and then be like, oh, by the way, there's this competition to win this fishing rod here. Click the link, check it out, and buy your tickets. It ends on Monday next week or something like that. So if you want to go down that route, you can. Some people don't want to do that, which I completely understand. So you've said that, or buy traffic. And yeah, the beauty of it is because Raffle has like literally thousands, like hundreds of thousands of users on there, people that are, I don't mean people hosting competitions, but I mean people going on there to buy tickets to the raffles. There's a hell of a lot more, there's only a few people actually doing the competitions. There's hundreds of thousands of people just going and buying tickets. You can market to those people that already have raffle accounts. So this is why this starting your own competition business is such a great opportunity, in my opinion. And I don't think it's just my opinion, it's a fact basically. And then, actually Darren has another question there that is on the next line, so I thought that was someone else's there. But the third question from Darren: are these competitions run by others that you sell tickets for in order to get a revenue share, or do we have to buy a prize too? So I spoke about it in one video on this channel about, so you can actually, if you did just want to sell tickets for other people's competitions, you can do that as an affiliate. It's very hard to do that, and I think it's much less profitable. It's a much lower cost to entry to do it, but it's probably more work. It's like it'll cost you less money to do it, but it's a hell of a lot more work and much less profitable. So in my opinion, it's not really worth doing. Like maybe as a side thing, you could do it if you really wanted to, like promote other people's competitions, and you earn a bit of money. But I'd say, like on some months I've earned like 200 quid for the month. So I think to get up into the thousands of pounds a month in profit promoting other people's competitions, it's going to be very difficult, because you're only earning like 10-15% per ticket that you sell. So if they've got like £1 tickets, you're getting like 10 or 15 pence per ticket. So yeah, I'd say in you know, discussing that, I'd say you're way better off starting your own page. And then you said, or do we have to buy a prize too? So yeah, like I say, you can. I really recommend people would buy sort of cheap prizes to start their page off slowly. But then there are strategies that I go into that'll be there's lessons getting released every day this month. So strategies that I'll get into on the course where you don't even need to buy the prize to make money from it. So yeah, so hope that answers your question there. It's kind of like yes and no. Like yes, you do need to buy prizes when you start, but no, you don't when you really get going and you're really building your page up. Callum R, then that's the next person here. Just with the one simple, straightforward question. Hello, can I do this from overseas? So yeah, 100% you can do it from overseas. The only thing I would warn people about is in the UAE, United Arab Emirates. So Dubai, Abu Dhabi, those cities, they're cities in the UAE. They have a strict law on you cannot sort of promote any charities and sell tickets and like raise money for charities. So that's just something I thought I'd let people know. It's probably not going to apply to like anyone potentially that's watching the live stream, unless you are watching from the UAE, then hello there. But yeah, so with regards to doing it from overseas, yeah, you could be, if this is something that, say, you currently live in the UK and maybe you're wanting to start a business that you can do while you're traveling, then this is absolutely perfect. I mean, I'm not like, jet setter. I'm not constantly traveling because I've got a 5-year-old daughter that I do school runs for every day. Otherwise, maybe I would be constantly traveling. But yeah, we went to, some of you may know already, we went to Singapore in February. And one of the competition, there's actually two of them, but one of them was a very big earner. Let me just check on my Excel sheet. So yeah, it finished while I was in Singapore, and the profit it brought me was £1,593. So just shy of £1,600 profit while I was away on holiday. So yeah, you can do it from overseas wherever you are. It's no problem at all. James W. So hi there, saying he has actually 5 questions, and I think there's even like questions broken down in the questions. So this, I mean, I appreciate James is doing some epic due diligence here, but we'll cover all of it here without going into like too much detail. But so firstly, then James W. says legality. Does the course cover the legal side in detail? I'm based in the UK and want to make sure everything is compliant with gambling and competition laws, especially regarding skill-based elements, licenses, etc. So yeah, basically raffle, I'll just double check here. I have it here. Raffle was founded in December 2015, and on their site they have an FAQ section which discusses like, is it legal to host competitions on their site. So yeah, there's nothing in the course that I'm putting together that like sort of shows you that it's legal, because I don't feel that there's no like, it's not necessary for me to show that, because all the information is on the raffle website in the FAQ section already. So it'd kind of be a bit pointless for me to put a lesson together just to say yes, it is legal. So yeah, with regards to legality, 100% everything is done with regards to the gambling commission, competition laws, everything is all completely fine in that sense. You got nothing to worry about there. And for them to have been going 9.5 years now, that kind of shows you that they're a well-established site for hosting raffles. You may not have known that, James, so I'm not like having a go or anything. Definitely, if they'd say they just started at the beginning of 2025, then you could be like, oh, are they doing everything properly? But yeah, they've been going for ages. So yeah, 100%. Second part there, another question saying course content. Could you share a breakdown of what's included? For example, are there templates for things like terms and conditions or competition pages? So yeah, to answer that one before I move on, yeah, I mean, covered in the course is literally everything I know from when I started to now. So like, what are we, basically like 14 months now, just over a year. Um, everything, yeah. So when I put like terms and conditions in my description on my competitions, there's certain things that I put to make sure that potential customers that are going to buy tickets can read it and be happy with it. So yeah, that'll be covered in the lesson. Then you've asked, do you cover marketing strategies? And then in brackets like Facebook/Instagram ads. So yeah, again, everything that I know about marketing, raffles, marketing competitions will be covered. Probably not even just in one lesson. There'll probably be multiple. Oh yeah, there will actually be, because I'll be talking about like how to use like promo codes, when to send emails to raffle users. Then for people that are wanting to build social media pages, I'll show how to do that. So it's literally everything that I know is covered in there with regards to marketing strategies. Your next question there from James W is, do I need to show my face on these ads? So no, if that's something that people are kind of a bit skeptical about, they're not really wanting to show their face, then and again, I completely understand that. No, you don't need to. And actually, a great example of like, would that affect your ticket sales if you didn't show your face? Well, a great example of that is one of the competitions I was running. I actually put a video of myself, and I was sort of showing the prize and like, this is what you're going to win. This is how much tickets are. And I was explaining everything for when people clicked on it, and they would be able to play the video. And then I had another one, which is it was the exact same prize, and it didn't have me in the video. It's just literally a photo, and it did nearly like double the amount of sales, of ticket sales. It was like £900 total ticket revenue with just the photo. And I think it did like, yeah, it was something like 400 or 500, about half as much with my video explaining it. So yeah, but on some, obviously a video is going to help, but then on others, it's not going to help, or it might not that it won't help, but it's like, it's not that big of a deal. And if you wanted to go down the route of you really want someone's face there explaining your prizes and being like a brand for your page, then I can put a lesson together on how you can do that and get other people's faces on there, whether it's using a real person and paying for a real person, or there's loads of AI software that you can use now where it looks like it's a real person talking. You actually can't tell the difference, but it's obviously just an AI. I say just an AI. It's very, very clever how they work, and they're not mega expensive. They're like usually £20 a month or something. So yeah, if you wanted your competitions presented professionally by someone, then the AI presentation is another way forward, and another lesson I can put together there. And then the final part, oh no, sorry, it's the final part within this bit from James. Is there any one-to-one support or mentorship included, or is it self-paced? So what I mentioned there at the start of the live stream about, I don't really want to call it just a course, because it's not that. When you join the Profit Boss raffle course, it's a community as well. So you get access to the Discord group. And although it's not, I'm not going to do like one-on-one support where, the two of us are jumping on phone calls all the time and live streaming together all the time. If you have a question, you will be able to ask it in the Discord, and I'll be there to get back to you. And there's obviously, as well as other members there to help each other and progress each other's competition pages. Because one member has already requested it, so a member that's already joined, they actually said, will I be able to do like a members live stream where I'm doing like Q&As live in the members group? Yeah, absolutely, I can do that. I'm currently rolling out the course through the month of May, and then when it's all finished, polished off, done, then yeah, I can do some live streams there. Maybe people want to ask about like, oh, what should I do for setting up certain competitions, then yeah, I'm there to help. Yeah, it's not, please don't mistake this for just like someone that's selling a course and then that's it and you sort of left to it. I really, really want to make sure that when people join the course slash community, that they get their competition page set up very well. They put competitions on there and they make profit, and not just a bit of profit. I actually want to see everyone making thousands of pounds a month each from this. So yeah, you're definitely going to get the support there, James. And then, so the next bit from James is results. How long do you see it taking someone following your course to replicate the 5 grand average per month figure? So that's a really tough one for me to answer, because I don't, it's like unfair for me to say, you know, this amount of time and you'll be making 5 grand a month, because it's going to vary obviously for what niches people go for, how much effort they put into building their pages, because obviously someone that puts like 12 hours a day into their page, they're going to make more money quicker than someone that's just putting an hour or two a day. I mean, yeah, and again, like what niches you're going for. So all I can do is like give you my results, and you know, for me to get to the 5 grand a month per month average, it took like 6 months, but I was making like, you know, a couple of grand a month after like 3 months. But I think like if you're following my course and you're in the community, in my opinion, obviously I can't like guarantee any results, but in my opinion, I think you would start making much more money much quicker than if you were just doing it on your own, because you'd have to, you know, by yourself, you'd be having to learn everything the hard way, like I did completely by myself. Because remember, there's no course anywhere online that sort of shows you that, especially that's from someone that's already doing like, you know, literally it's like £60,000 a year that I'm making currently from my raffle page. Yeah, there isn't any guidance from anywhere. That's why I had to learn it all myself. So yeah, it's a hard one for me to answer, but obviously my goal with the course and community is to get, you know, if people are wanting to just copy what I'm doing with regards to like, oh, I want to make that much money as well. Yeah, that is my goal, to help you get to that level as fast as possible. But yeah, and then the next bit there, community. Is there an active group slash community for support or accountability? I find it really helpful to learn from others in the same position. So obviously I've just answered that one in the previous part. Yeah, there absolutely is the community there, and myself in there as well. And then the final part from James W. saying saturation. With the raffle model growing in popularity, do you talk about how to stand out or avoid oversaturated niches? So I don't know what you mean there by with the raffle model growing in popularity, because from what I've seen, there's not like, or do you mean like people starting their own pages in general growing in popularity? Because from what I've seen, it's like there's like hundreds of thousands of people that are more interested in buying tickets, and the amount of people that are actually looking to start their own, whether it's raffle pages or their own Facebook raffle business, it's like such a tiny amount of people compared to the people that are wanting to just buy tickets. And obviously there's a reason for that. Like most people, and this is nothing against anyone, and I mean this like, you know, in the kindest way possible. It sounds really harsh, but oh my God, this is why live streaming is sometimes bad. You just say what you're thinking. I think majority of people, they just want the easy way to money, don't they? Like, let's be frank, like most people, they just want to buy, especially, you know, lottery tickets. They just want to buy a ticket, hope that they win, and boom, they've made a load of money. Obviously, we know it's not that easy. It's highly unlikely that you're gonna win like the lottery. So, you know, with, to answer your question there, talking about like so do you talk about how to stand out? I mean, yeah, I'll definitely be doing, I mean, the first lesson is actually about that, how to choose your niche for your raffle page. So yeah, already the first lesson is there talking about that. But yeah, actually it's in another question. So I won't go on about that too much, what I was just saying, because someone else has asked the same question or similar question down below. So I'll expand on that further in a second. But Jake M here, and we actually have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 5 or 6 questions left here. So Jake M, hi there, if you're watching live or on the replay, saying, how many hours a day would you recommend putting in when starting this business? So again, that is all about like, it's like age old, how long is a piece of string? It really depends. So when I first started, it took me quite, many hours, like probably days, even weeks actually, to get everything up and running. Because again, I was doing it all by myself, had no guidance, didn't have a clue what I was doing. I figured everything out myself now after a lot of time and effort. But I would say if you're like part of the Profit Boss raffle community and the course and everything, you're talking like you could probably get your raffle page set up within a day easily, like probably just a few hours. And then ongoing sort of admin work for, getting the prizes sent out and emailing winners and so on and so forth. It's not that much time at all. You could, if you wanted, if you're talking about like you just want to put the minimum amount of effort in, you're talking probably like half an hour. And you don't even have to do like that every day, because you're not, especially starting out, you're not going to have a competition finishing every day. And even me doing it like 10 competitions a month, I stagger them so they're not finishing every day. So some days I can literally do nothing on my raffle page if I want to, but there's still like money coming in and tickets selling for the competitions. Like for example, tomorrow I could just do nothing at all, but I might still sell £400-500 worth of raffle tickets. So, but if you're wanting to, do the opposite and really fly into it and put as much effort in as possible, then yeah, you could put 12 hours a day in if you wanted to, but you don't have to. That's the beauty of it. I think this suits people that are very limited on time, and it also suits people that are really wanting to build like multiple social media pages. If you wanted to build a following on like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and then have people going to your raffle page from those 4 social media sites, let's say, well, YouTube's like video platform, then you could do, yeah. So really depends there, Jake, how much effort you want to put into it. And then this person here, obviously it must not be their name, but it says it's health. So health F, you'll know who you are. Hi there, saying, when running the raffles, can people from other countries enter? And how does it work when it comes to them winning? Do you transfer the funds over through the website? So yeah, you can absolutely, people from other countries can enter. I mean, I had a winner from Qatar. That was probably the most like random country that won. I think there was a winner from Dubai as well, from the UAE. Had winners in America, like all over the place, basically. Trying to think if I don't think I had any Australians, but yeah. So absolutely, this is another reason why you have so much scope for who you can sell your raffle tickets to. It's not just, even though there's like, millions of people, literally millions of people in the UK that buy raffle tickets, because let's face it, British people do have a bit of an obsession with raffles, like and lottery tickets. So yeah, it's a huge market just in the UK, but you've actually got the whole world that you can sell your raffle tickets to. So yeah, absolutely. Then with regards to, so how do you transfer the funds over through the web? Do you do it through the website? So with some of them, raffle will completely handle the payment, and obviously I'll go into detail on the course there with how that works and how you would do that. And then with with ones where Raffle wouldn't be organizing it, then yeah, there'll be lessons covering exactly how you would get people paid there from other countries. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about on that front there. If someone from like Qatar won a prize or from America, I'll cover that in detail, exactly how you work around that. And then Mike H, hi there, saying, so I've got 4 questions here. I think I read through, I think a couple of them I can't quite answer, but because it's like more what's covered in the course. But let me give it a try here without going into like too much detail and waffling on too much. So saying, how much bankroll do I need for prizes, etc. So I think I spoke about that at the start of the stream. Really not a lot. If you just wanting to start off slowly. Say someone's not got a ton of money spare, they just want to slowly build their page, you're talking like 50, 60 quid bankroll for the prizes. What sort of value prizes do I need? Again, very, very small value to start with, so no worries there. And then if I buy, so this is another question, if I buy a prize and it doesn't sell, what then? So that's something that I'll cover in detail in the course. Like I can't really explain that here on the live stream because it wouldn't be fair to people that have gotten involved with the course already. So, but all I can say is that's covered in the course and you have nothing to worry about there. So don't think that you're going to be buying a prize that's worth like £1,000 and you wouldn't sell enough tickets and you still need to send it out. There's yeah, I'll be giving a lesson there on exactly how you cover yourself for that. And then your final question there, Mike H, is, will people get annoyed if you are constantly sending them emails for raffles? So again, that's something, I think that was the second question there, which is that'll be covered in detail in the course, where I'll explain probably in multiple lessons, not just one, where you won't send them out so that you are annoying people. It'll be to just the right balance of ticket sales, but also not annoying them, is all I'll say there. So again, that's another thing that you absolutely do not need to worry about there, Mike. That's covered in the course or will be in a future lesson. And also, if you had any further questions on it, then I can answer those in the Discord community there. But yeah, that's all the questions that I've had from people that replied to my emails earlier and commented on the Facebook group. Thank you, by the way, to those 6 likes there I can see on the live stream. Really appreciate it. And yeah, if you're watching this on the replay or the stream's just about to end, as I say, do comment your question below, and then I'll go live again next Thursday at 9 p.m. And answer those questions then. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.